Hey, what's up, y'all? So listen, I just wanted to come down here and talk about love and marriage, Huntsville. Okay? Love and marriage, Huntsville, Alabama. And I know I've been, MIA when it came to the show. Girl, I don't know what it was. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it was about. I honestly don't know. I just remember Love and Marriage, Huntsville, or as I like to call it, Love and Hip Hop, Huntsville, coming back from the break, and I just wasn't interested. And I couldn't even force myself to watch it. Girl, even when I tried to force myself, I just couldn't even pick up my remote and just watch the episodes. Um, and I felt like, based off of some of the clips that I saw floating online, I felt like I really wasn't missing out on nothing. I just feel like sometimes when it comes to certain things, if I can't really add anything to the conversation, I feel like I don't. I'm kind of. I'm just kind of like it's kind of pointless. You know what I'm saying? Like when I feel like I'm constantly repeating myself. Like girl, I don't want to go down here no more and talk about the same thing because we just talked about this the other day. But the season is over, and girl, quiet as this cup, we really ain't got nothing else to talk about because there ain't really nothing going on in the blogs. Now, hopefully, I'm hoping tomorrow, morning, girl, the celebrities start cutting up and acting a fool. But right now, everybody acting like they got a little bit of sense, or at least it ain't got out in the streets yet. Okay. Um, I watched the reunion once. I threw some quick notes in my phone. Based off of part one, it really wasn't anything. You know, I still feel like I had missed out on anything. The fashions, Martel suit. You know Martel gonna wear a tight. I'm talking about girl spandex. Girl, girl. I be want to know, girl. The Martel clothes got to have a little bit of stretch in them, cause them clothes be tight, baby. But they be fitted. I feel like I feel like Carlos suits be fitted. I feel like Martel suits be tight. But nonetheless, that suit was nice. That suit was nice. That suit was nice. I said, oh. I said, oh, come on. I said, come on, Mr. Martel. That suit was nice. It really was. Kimmy looked nice. Stormi looked nice. Didn't nobody just look a complete fool to me. I feel like Tisha was still giving me no tea, no shade. Tisha was giving me very much Huntsville, Alabama. But she didn't look a mess. Everybody looked nice. The men looked nice. Melody. Did we like Melody's look? I liked it, but you know what's so crazy? Beyonce really just messed up the game because I swear to God, anytime I see someone wearing metallic, silver, gray, whatever you want to call it, I automatically think about the Renaissance tour. I saw this girl. I was going to the store last night, and there was some girls going to the club, and one of the girls had on some knee high um, metallic boots. And the first thing I thought about was, girl, why she got her Renaissance boots on? Now, anytime I see a girl or a boy with metallic on, I automatically think that was your Renaissance outfit, girl. And them boots, you probably had these boots, girl, since 1999. So every time I looked at Melody, I kept thinking about girl Beyonce in a Renaissance tour. That's all I kept thinking about. It was cute. It was cute. She didn't look bad. If I had to pick someone, if I take out the whole Renaissance situation, I would probably say my favorite girl was Melody, and my favorite guy was Martel. I'm talking about the fashions. Stormi, man, when I say Stormi can't stand Marceau and Tisha, especially Marceau. When I tell you, baby, the way Stormi was looking at Marceau, girl, like with like just in disgust. Oh, all right, y'all. Let's get into these notes. Tisha. Oh, let's talk about Tisha. Baby, I don't know if Tisha took a shot of Hennessy, a shot of Casamigos, a shot of girl Parmesan, girl, a shot of Taco Vodka, a shot of MD 20 Twin Twin. I don't know what Tisha took a sip of. I'm saying this thing was on 20,000. Girl, Tisha said, girl, I'm gonna let y'all punk me this whole season. I'm not coming into this reunion letting y'all talk to me any kind of way. Tisha was on 10. I'm not mad at it because the truth of the matter is, girl, there were more than a few times, especially with Stormi and the whole BITCH stuff and Marceau, where Tisha really should have just been very vocal. But Tisha let a lot of stuff slide. She did. She did. So because this is what happens. This is what I think happens. The girls watch the show. They get on social media. They see what the girls and boys are saying down to the social media. You know, social media, they love social media down to Huntsville, Alabama. The Love and Hip Hop Cast. They love social media. And I think that girl, Tisha, probably was reading the comments and she saw people calling her a punk and talking about why she let Stormi talk to her husband like that. And Kiki and all that mess. And I think Tisha said, you know what? I'm coming in hot. I'm coming in hot. I ain't gonna lie, I did Google when Stormi told Tisha girl she had been practicing her reads in the car. Girl. Because it did kind of give that too. Quadras has kept. Tisha. Are Tisha and Marcel good business people? I don't know. You would have to ask the people at Black. I think that Marceau, I don't know if they're good business people. I don't know. I mean, girl, at one point, y'all was in the red. Tisha had to get y'all out of the red into the green. We can pull Jalen down to the stage and ask him how Marceau and Tisha doing business. Ain't he the manager down there to Black? I know when it comes to their personal business, they a mess. Because I don't know how many people. I'm still trying to figure out for the life of me, for the life inside of my body. Okay, I am trying to figure out how Tisha and Marceau, girl, they was building their dream. They've been building that dream house, girl, since the start of this goddamn show. Girl, the dream house ain't finished. Then they moved back to. No, they were already living in the house. Then they moved out of that house back to their home. I think they owned that home, right? And then they started building their dream home. And then they started renovating the house that they're in and moved into an apartment. I'm telling you, I don't think that dream home is going to come to fruition. I just don't. I think they're renovating that home, and that's going to be their house. And let me tell you something. It don't take that long to build no house. It don't. It don't take that long to build no house. Especially when you got the when you got the coin, they'll make it. Shout out to Nene Leaks. I don't. Anyways, Tisha say that Stormi is a charade of Huntsville. She don't pay her bills. She don't pay her invoices. That's what she said. She said the people say that Stormi don't pay her invoices, and she needs to pay her invoices. I don't know where that came from. Like I said, Tisha just at one point, I just felt like Tisha was gonna get whatever she had in her head, everything that Tisha had in her head, regardless if it has something to do with the conversation or not. Tisha was gonna make sure that she said it. Um, Tisha girl, you didn't. Oh, the website. The website. So I'm gonna go ahead and just tell y'all. I think I said this before. I think Tisha is a goddamn lie. I don't think Tisha hired anybody. If she hired somebody, it had to be a crackhead off the corner. It's hard for me to believe that Tisha hired a professional and she's as calm as she is. when it's found out that really and truly this person who you paid money to, I don't know how much money she paid. I don't know if it was $10, $100, 2,000, 3,000. I don't know. It don't matter the price to me. Because at the end of the day, you ask someone how much would it be for their services. They gave you a price. You said, okay, I'm going to pay you. And then come to find out they didn't even do their job. Tisha is too calm. Marcel is too calm. Tisha did that her damn self. Tisha went to Stormi's site. She probably went on YouTube. Her and Marcel figured out how to do whatever website or whatever they had, whatever they was doing with the site. Went to YouTube. 1, 2, 3. Forgot that she was copying and pasting Stormi's whole girl situation, and then here we are today. I don't think Tisha paid nobody to do that. I don't. I think Tisha lying. I really do. And on top of that, the truth of the matter is Stormi did give her grace. For y'all out there who keep saying, girl, no, she didn't, girl, that's called plagiarism, sweetie. That's called someone's intellectual property. Maurice and Kimmy. So it's always sad whenever you gotta some of the girls be trying to act like I'm not fair. I know for a fact I'm fair in my reviews. Y'all know Kimmy has been my fave. Has been my fave. You know, I used to put Kimmy up there with like Kenya Moore as one of my faves. That's how much I used to go up for Kimmy. Girl, Kimmy was my girl, and when a bitch go say shit about it, okay? But the more and more Kimmy be on my TV screen, the more and more I start to realize, girl, she ain't too far off from being someone who is problematic in the way that she thinks sometimes, in the way that she moves, is very questionable, right? I didn't watch the episode. I'm sure they're going to get into it. They were talking about, I guess, the whole revenge porn situation. And I think they said Kimmy made a comment about what did Mel do, I guess, for Martel to do something like that, something real crazy. I said, so Kimmy Slip starting the show. Some of y'all been told me Kimmy Slip was showing, and I just wasn't seeing it. Kimmy, I just hate. I guess because I've always put Kimmy on this pedestal of when it comes to intellect and just common sense and just calling it for what it is and not beating around the bush. You know what I'm saying? And then when it comes to her own situation with her husband Maurice, and it sounds like she makes excuses up for, Maurice saying the things that he said when it comes to sex. Now, in defense of Maurice, yes, I'm about to say in the defense of Maurice, if Kimmy is sitting there telling Maurice that she likes it and she's good, and girl, take me to Pound Town, then I could see how in Maurice's head, well, hell, she said she like it even though she got cancer. She said she like it. She said, girl, take me to Pound Town. That's what I'm doing. So in a way, Kimmy has to also take some responsibility too. That girl, you knew you wasn't enjoying it. And you knew that you were faking the entire time. Instead of you just being honest saying this is not working out, this ain't gonna work. But Kimmy is, I gotta please my man. Kimmy says it is important to her for her to make sure that she doesn't have like a sexless marriage. I think that's where the problem starts to come in with me and Kimmy, and when we start to bump heads, because then I start to think about how I think that Kimmy is a smart woman, and You're this nurse. And I don't know what Kimmy has seen, in her career, but I would think that this would be the exception where even Kimmy would understand that even though I know that I don't want a marriage that's sexless, I'm going through something like breast cancer. You see what I'm saying? And so that's the reason why my body is not working the way that it would normally work, because of what I'm going through. Baby, I have one foot into glory. Kimmy basically said Maurice is her man and she gonna stick beside him. I think she looked a little foolish if we're gonna be honest about it. I think she looked a whole lot of foolish if we're gonna be honest about it. I would never understand how a bitch could have breast cancer, any type of cancer, and I still find it somewhere in me to low key still defend my partner. I just don't understand it. Them y'all men, honey. I ain't got one. That's probably why I ain't got one. Cause ain't no nigga climbing on top of me. Okay? I'm over here I'm over here and I got breast cancer. You think you about to climb on top of me? You get your big ass up off of me, Maurice. You better go in that bathroom, get some Vaseline. I don't know, put your AirPods in and handle your business. Girl, the pussy shop is closed. Anyways, until further notice. Maurice does apologize though. I mean, whatever. Melody faking orgasms. So this is the thing with Melody and Martel. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Just listen to me. I saw some people online saying that they felt like Melody was lying when she said it on the show. They felt like Melody was saying it just to kind of like get a lick back at Martel. I'm not gonna sit here and say that didn't cross my mind, because it did. And I was like, "Is this her for lying?" Because I didn't watch that, but I saw the clip of her saying it. I was like, "Is this her for lying? Is this her for lying?" But I also know that there are too many women out there who have faked it. And there are too many women out there who have not had an orgasm. Ask Gia. Ain't that DJ Envy's wife? Gia got 17,000 children. And she finally came out and basically said, "Nigga, you really ain't pleasing me in the bedroom." After all them goddamn children Gia done pushed out, she still wasn't pleased. I think Martel thinks, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, the coochie is really not my area of expertise, okay? But y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Just because a woman gets wet does not mean that when it was all said and done, she orgasmed. And I think Martel thinks, oh, she got wet. So that means that, girl, I satisfied her and she orgasmed. No. She probably started out wet, but then when it was all said and done, she had to go in the restroom and finish herself off. Hello? Martel, of course, being the man that he is, he won't ever accept that there's a possibility that he never pleased Melody, even though there's a good big chance that he did not please Melody. Again, I can see why people think that Melody is just saying it to be saying it, because it's Mad Day and she don't like the nigga, so she gonna say whatever she can to, you know, girl, bruise his ego. But I also know that based off of the conversations that I've heard, based off of the things that I've seen, that, girl, the niggas really don't be knowing how to fuck these women. They don't. And these women don't be pleased. And y'all think just because y'all have kids together, or just because, girl, it started out as, girl, she was hot, that girl, that I'm just busting her wide open and, girl, giving her what she need. No. She probably thinking I could have had a V8. Shout out to Robin. Marceau. So this is the thing with Marceau. Marceau does not want Tisha. Girl, who is this? Girl, this thing is thick. Girl, this is probably one of the thickest Aladdins I have seen. Girl, he fine. Come on, Muhammad. You know, you really don't be seeing thick Middle Eastern men, right? Girl, this thing just passed by. Girl, this thing was thick. Oh, yeah, girl, he was fine. Anyways, I think that Marceau does not want Tisha to grow and evolve and become this businesswoman. Because Marceau is against the whole power couple setup. Because Marceau knows that with power, if both people have, if you're considered a power couple, that means that both people are basically you that nigga and she that bitch. You see what I'm saying? And Marceau don't want Tisha to be that bitch because he knows with power comes independence. Catch that. Marceau is stuck in a time where when he and Tisha first got married, they probably did have this plan. You gonna stay home and raise the kids. And like he says, Tisha loves PTA meetings. Does Tisha really love PTA meetings now in 2024? Or did she love PTA meetings back in 1999? Tisha has now been thrown into this world of reality TV. She's starting to see other women who are these bosses, right? And I could see it starting to rub off on Tisha. And Tisha realizes that at one point in my life, I probably was just going to be a stay-at-home mom in Huntsville, Alabama. Now I realize, oh my God, I can do so much more. And I don't think Maurice wants that for Tisha. I think Tisha wants that for Tisha. And I think the struggle comes in because she knows that that's not what Maurice wants. And Maurice is still stuck back at the beginning of their marriage and at the beginning of their arrangement. When the truth of the matter is, girl, y'all need to go back to that arrangement and revise it. Hello? Because it's not the same. I guarantee you, Tisha, it's not the same. And on top of that, Marceau believes that I guess if Tisha does become this melody, that she won't be able to, I guess, spend the three people that will benefit the least are the kids. That's because Marceau don't want nothing to do with the motherfucking children. We're gonna have to call a thing a thing. Marceau, girl, was just about to damn near kill his son off the first season and feed him peanut butter or peanuts or whatever it was. Y'all don't remember that? Y'all don't remember Marceau basically saying that these ain't my kids, these teachers, I'm just the daddy? Something along those lines. So Marceau don't want Tisha to start to really focus on work or anything that Marceau don't want. Whatever Tisha does, it has to benefit Marceau in his businesses, right? The businesses together, right? Tisha can't have her own separate business. Because then if you got your own separate business, you're going to be doing your own separate thing. Now, I need you to come over here and make sure you get these books together for me. And then we're going to say we're working together. But really and truly, you're just working for me. Past that, I need you to get your ass out the office. He don't want Tisha doing her own thing because Marceau feels as though the kids won't benefit. But the reason why the kids won't benefit is because his ass not going to help with those kids. The truth of the matter is, I'm going to go ahead and say it. If it's a two-parent home, y'all should be okay. Damn, her ass big. If it's a two-parent home, y'all should be okay. Especially if the man is a on hands father. Now, if the man is not an on hands father, that's where the problem starts to come in. That's where the kids will suffer. The kids shouldn't suffer if their motherfucking daddy is in the house taking care of business while I'm not here. Yeah, the kids gonna suffer because I'm not here because I'm the one who really take care of the kids. I'm the one who have to make sure that we have babysitters. I'm the one who have to make sure that they have a ride home if I'm busy doing something. I have to do all of that stuff. Because again, in Marceau's head, Tisha is the one who raises the kids and does anything that has to do with the household and the kids, and he's a person who just brings home the bacon. And I don't think that's fair because now y'all have this big platform. Y'all are on the number one show on TV. And I think that now it's time to go back and Tisha needs to say, okay, stuff is completely different now than what I thought it was going to be. I didn't think I was going to be on no hit reality TV show. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think that we were going to be able to do X, Y, and Z. So now we need to go back and we need to rediscuss some shit. But she's not going to do it though. All the ladies joined joined Carlos on stage. I didn't understand the setup. I thought it was dumb. I didn't think there was a need to just bring a few of the ladies and then Marceau. They have a conversation about Stormi calling Marceau a bitch. Stormi no but Stormi too much. Let me tell y'all something. I don't give a damn what nobody say. And we probably all do it in our own communities, right? Whether it's the gay community, trans community, black community, women, men, whatever. But girl, it is a read. It's a self drag. Whenever Stormi starts to say stuff, and even when y'all start to agree with Stormi talking about, oh, Marceau was just a bitch, you just do bitch shit, girl, that's very much so misogynistic. Girl, do you know how you sound as a woman coming out saying that, oh, what Marceau does, that's just bitch shit. That's what bitches do. It's like, girl, you dragging yourself, low key. The whole bitch stuff is disrespectful. We're not gonna sit here and act like it's not. If Marceau fucked around and called Stormi a bitch, y'all would have a fit. Big Courtney will be ready to turn that studio up. So we can sit here and play this game all day and act stupid. What Candace say? Let's not play this today. We know what Stormi was saying was disrespectful. She knows it was disrespectful. Courtney knows it was disrespectful. Carlos knows it was disrespectful. Because if Marceau flipped the table around and called Stormi a bitch, then girl, what's gonna happen next? I'm not playing this game with Stormi. I'm not playing this game with nobody online. I think Marceau is one of those people who he don't care if it's a man or a woman. I don't think that he's gonna be outright just outright disrespectful, you know what I'm saying, to a woman, but he will tussle with a woman. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Because my whole thing is, y'all, the way that Stormi mouth is set up, why not? So Marceau is supposed to just sit there and not say nothing to Stormi because Stormi is a woman, he a man? No. I don't have no issue when Marceau and Mel meet up and Mel be getting into Marceau ass and Martel and Marceau say slick comments, that don't bother me. I'm of the belief that, girl, when people are grown, girl, say what you need to say and go on by your business. That's one thing about a woman boss used to always say, girl, just say what you got to say. I think that's where I got that from. She was very much of that, like the whole man woman stuff. No, you say what you need to say. You say what you need to say, and then dead. It's done. All of that. Oh, you can't say nothing because that's the man. That's the woman. No, say it. What do you need to get off your chest? Now I do believe this. I do believe that Marceau has a problem acknowledging when women are successful. I do believe that. You can say what you want to say about Stormi. Stormi may not have been known as a public figure like she's known now, but Stormi was already successful prior to Love and Marriage Huntsville. She didn't need the platform to be successful. And I'm not saying that if you have a platform, you better use it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at none of the girls being on reality TV using their platforms. But Stormi already had Canvas Beauty. She already had that house. She already had those acres prior to Love and Marriage Huntsville. Tisha didn't. Marceau didn't. They still trying to get into that girl. They in an apartment, girl. Let me shut up. But I do believe that Marcel does have a problem with acknowledging when women are successful, and he does sometimes downplay their success. He reduced Melody all the way down to some t-shirts from Teespring. Girl, when girl ain't gonna lie, holla. When Melody told Marceau, when Melody said something about Marceau's legs being crossed, then he said, Melody, you should cross your legs. Ah! I'm not gonna lie, I did giggle. And then Kiki and Tisha, girl, we'll talk more about that the next episode, but because she came out the last 5 minutes. Excuse me. What it sounds like to me is basically Kiki, girl. Listen, if Tisha gonna let Marceau cheat in peace, then she gonna let Marceau. Girl, let me tell you something. I don't think there's one person out there that think that Marceau ain't never cheated on Tisha. Not one. I think everybody thinks that Marceau cheated on Tisha. And I think Tisha thinks that Marceau cheated on her. I also know that Tisha is lying when she says that she ain't never went to Kiki. Kiki, Tisha, I do believe that at one point in the last 20 years, or however long you and Marceau been married, that your sister friend, your sister cousin, I do believe that you have went to Kiki and said, I think the nigga is in these streets. Yes, I believe it. Um, there's somebody car getting towed. Excuse me. I need to blow my nose. I need to hear him get up off of here. So, anyways, but yeah. So, Kiki, we all think that at one point Marcel was cheating on Tisha. But girl, the thing is, I think I'm gonna speak for everybody. Girl, we don't care. Girl, we don't care no more. Girl, because the thing is, Tisha ain't going nowhere, and that's fine. If Tisha want to stay with that man, let her stay with her man. Girl, we tired of talking about if Marcel cheating on Tisha, because we don't care. And the truth of the matter is, Tisha don't care. That's why I had to realize. I said, Tisha ain't. It's one thing if Tisha was on TV cutting up and acting a fool about Marceau and, maybe, his indiscretions, alleged indiscretions. But Tisha not on TV cutting up and acting a fool. Tisha telling the girls, girl, that's my man and I'm going to stick beside him. Do I think at one point the scuttlebutt started to get this to Tisha? A couple of seasons ago when they were sitting in the car, she was crying. I think Marceau was crying too. I don't know. I can't remember, girl. Yeah, I think because they love social media. They love social media. But Tisha don't care. And Kiki, I'm sure Tisha ain't lying about you and your man. Kiki, you dirty, you wrong. Because the truth of the matter is, you came back into this friend group, going against your cousin because you wanted to basically be cool with Melody. Let's just call a thing a thing. That's what happened. You came your ass back into this friend group because you wanted to be cool with Melody. And you used your relationship with Tisha to be cool with the pretty girl. Kiki did look nice. Kiki is a pretty. That's what I said, baby. You can say you want to say about Kiki, but baby, when it comes to Kiki and Miss Wanda and Tisha, those are a pretty ass group of women. I loved her hair too. I think they cut it because it looked like it was longer when she got there, but when she hit the stage, it was like a bob. Her braids, it was really really cute. Yeah, Kiki was cute. Anyways, I think that's all, girl. We'll pick up next week and talk about whatever the peppers got going on down there in Huntsville, child. All right, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.